In the comments section of the last video, someone mentioned not finding the fun and there being no game. Now, while not all games are for everyone, this person was a backer, but has just never been able to find the game in the same way that I do or so many others do. This had me thinking, what is the game? What is the goals? The achievements, the possibilities? What is the fun? To this end, I began to think about what I enjoy about the game and why. Firstly, the dream, where it could end up. But now, in the tangible now, for me, it's the ships, the environments, locations, environmental storytelling, and so much more. But behind that, as a tech guy super nerd, I enjoy the technology and experiencing the development firsthand. So today, and over the next few videos, I want to talk about things and the technology that I find fun in the game that is Star Citizen. Which of course brings us to the first bit of techie goodness, persistence. One of the most mind-blowing and outstanding features of Star Citizen is the often unseen impact players have through their persistence, even when they don't realize it. Like going to a mission location and seeing med pens or drink bottles on the floor, indicating players have recently been there, or wrecks drifting near orbital markers, signs of recent piracy. But what is the technology letting us experience this, and how can it contribute to a more game and more fun in Star Citizen? The answer to that is the Persistent Entity Stream, or PES for short. PES is CIG's system for letting every object in a server shard, be that player or NPC bodies, dropped items, ships, wreckages, bottles or debris, trash or gear, to keep existing even after players leave the area or log off, rather than being deleted or reset when nobody's looking at it. It's considered one of the core technological requirements for Star Citizen 1.0 and was introduced back in patch 3.18. At its core, it works dynamically by loading and unloading entities based on distance from players. So the server isn't trying to simulate the entire universe in full detail all at once. It was originally built to make salvage gameplay viable, because without it, wreckage from fights and crashes wouldn't stick around long enough to be worth salvaging, but since has rapidly become one of the key load-bearing bits of tech connecting and supporting the game under everything, and is now a stepping stone towards dynamic server meshing, which itself lets multiple servers host one continuous universe instead of one server per instance. Layered on top of PES is the item and ship persistence. This is the actual save state layer, the long-term persistence or LTP database that remembers what you own, where it is, what its condition is, in between sessions. This is the piece that allows us to be rewarded in reputation, items, and more, while also being accountable for things like ship damage, loadouts, item states, ownership, etc. Recently, the just released Alpha 4.9 patch, in its notes, describes stronger item persistence, say for custom ship loadouts, and crafted item stats carrying over between patches. Hey, so if you're here, I must be doing something right. Hit that subscribe, and now we'll get back to it. Great, so the game knows when we own something or lose something. So how does that turn into reward loops? How does this make a game or make it fun? Well, it does so by creating achievements, things to do, things to work towards. Wicklow is a Banu trader NPC, running Wicklow's Imperiums, the first non-human NPC added to the game. You accept collection contracts at his stations, gather specific materials, and deposit them through a freight elevator and claim your reward. That can be armor, weapons, ships, or ship components. They used to be semi-random, but in 4.2.1, rework made the recipes more deterministic, so you can now target specific ships instead of hoping RNG cooperates. We got a taste of this again with Alliance Aid in 4.6. This was a bigger, server-wide cooperative event built around logistics and supply runs. It's framed as a narrative bridge, not just a one-off event, but a setup for Levski's municipal works, content currently in production, along with the subterranean areas of ArcCorp, with contracts covering cargo hauling, mining, and salvage recovery, all tracked through reputation and rewarding both Alpha UEC and separate event progress points. Some of its rewards are genuinely permanent account items rather than in-game earned objects, be that ship skins or the tractor beam reward, which was the first pledge level tractor beam ever given for free. So it stays account bound permanently, including through PTU access. Now with 4.9, it sees the glow up or glow down style return of Recco Battaglia, a mining logistics NPC based at Levski.
Same, but different. But still same.
Who, along with somehow regrowing her transformer limbs and extensive plastic surgery, hits the new patch running with a full repeatable mission pack called Support the Miners, covering prospecting, mining, recovery, salvage, and ship reclamation, along with FPS assault missions, all picked remotely via Mobiglass. Completing contracts builds reputation, specifically with her. The higher the rep, the more complex the missions and the bigger the payout, which CIG says is meant to unlock further content in later patches rather than being a one-time event or bonus. Unlike in previous patch events, not only are we seeing blueprints for crafting, alpha UEC and reputation as rewards, the upper echelon tiers are also offering full complete ships with unique paint schemes, and not just simple skins seen in prior events. These being the People's Alliance component variants of the Argo Mole, the Miss Prospector, and the Drake Golem, all with different loadouts and a new coat of paint. But is this finally bringing the fun? Does this make it a game? And that's a fair cob. The answer isn't quite straightforward, but a bit more complex. General consensus in the community and reviewers of 4.9 are describing the Battaglia rewards as genuinely worth pursuing, while also noting the patch feels noticeably more stable than 4.8, giving the patch time to cook without cramming in the instance work for Orison is paying off where it counts. With reliable mission progression and inventory handling and continued rollout of the new transit system, which for enjoyers of my last video now have less mimics to worry about, for me personally, I'd frame it this way. The game now has a more legitimate progression loop than it used to, which is a tangible improvement worth being excited about. 4.10 will bring the instance dungeon dive experience to the verse, and then 4.11 is now setting its sights on Starware and Starkitect. CIG is putting real work into closing out the technical systems previously holding back the experience, and so now with each new patch, the verse is getting pretty gamified. While we definitely have a ways to go before it's GameStop EB games here in Australia and the Limelight ready, we are closer to the game side of games development than ever before, with my prediction being 1.0 is likely going to be seen in October or December next year. Each new Battaglia or permanent reward or new returning mission sets are rapidly shaping the game and delivering the fun. I just hold on the word permanent a little loosely. This is still an alpha where CIG has had to wipe the persistence layer before and says fully solving persistence remains an ongoing work. Next week we'll dive into the dynamic weather system. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this light look at persistence. Hit that subscribe button, give the like button a little bit of a flick, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hooroo!